The year my family fell from grace, I ended up in a brothel. I became a courtesan. By the time my nanny arrived with money, the madam had already forced a sterility potion down my throat. I could never bear children. She wept day and night. Until one day, a cheerful man came to our door. With just 2 slabs of cured meat and a sack of millet, he secured my hand in marriage.
Oh, you're home, sister. Perfect timing. I've got some good news. I wanted to tell you.
What good news?
Sister, I came here today specifically for young Chen, from the Chen family's tofu shop in the east of town.
The Chen family's son?
You know the boy. He's honest and dependable. Hardworking, good-natured and reliable. He's never been one to fool around.
But our life is so poor now. The young mistress eats coarse grains every day. In our current situation, why would he insist on proposing?
Young Chen happened to catch a glimpse of your young lady from afar once. He saw her gentle and dignified manner, a kind soul. He's kept her in his thoughts ever since. Now the young lady is all alone. Staying in this little courtyard is no long-term solution. You should ask the young lady how she feels. This marriage is truly the best path forward right now.
Young mistress. It's the Chen family's son, Chen An, from the East Town tofu shop. He says he wishes to marry you. Are you willing, young mistress?
This is all we can afford to eat now. I am willing.
If this were in the past, this would be an insult to you, young mistress. I knew exactly what she wanted to say.
If this were in the past, a family like his would naturally be beneath me. But now, I have no choice. The day my father and brother were exiled.
Father, I'm sorry.
My father and brother were sentenced to exile. My mother used her silver to save him and my sister, so they could go to the capital and seek refuge with an old friend. But as an unimportant concubine-born daughter, I was naturally left to end up in a brothel, destined to become a courtesan.
Behave yourself.
Oh my. Where did you find such a fine piece of goods? Look at this pretty little face. So fresh and tender.
This one's a real prize, see?
Let me go, please, I beg you.
Once you're in this place, forget about ever leaving. Keep an eye on her.
This old woman will spend every last coin she has to buy the young mistress's freedom.
She's right next door.
Young mistress, what's wrong? Wake up. Young mistress, this old servant is taking you home. Don't be afraid. It's all my fault. If only I had been earlier. This old servant came too late. This old servant has failed you, young mistress.
I thought I would only have my wet nurse to rely on to live out my remaining days. But I never expected that someone would come to propose marriage.
Well, old sister, how did it go? Did the young mistress agree? Did she accept? She accepted the marriage proposal.
Our young mistress has agreed.
Greer, Granny. The young mistress. She really said yes.
Silly boy, would I lie to you? It's settled. It's settled. Let's head back. Young man from the Chen family, what are you standing there for? Let's go.
Auntie, this meat is for her to build up her strength. She's too thin. Auntie, we'll be on our way now.
Son, how did it go? Is the marriage settled?
Humph, look at him grinning like that. It must be settled. Hey, hey. It's settled, it's settled.
Good, it's settled. Your father and I will prepare the betrothal gifts for you. We'll go propose marriage first thing tomorrow morning.
Miss, eat up, eat up. This meat is good. So fragrant.
This taste isn't so bad either.
If it's delicious, miss, eat more.
Madam, we've come today to propose marriage for our daughter. These are just humble gifts, a token of our respect.
Oh my, please, have a seat. You're too thoughtful. So much.
Oh my goodness, look. The Chin family has brought their entire family fortune for our young lady. Ha 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 ha. Sister, this is the greatest honor.
Madam, we thought, since it's our first time coming to propose, we should bring some substantial things, so the children can live comfortably in the future. So, we prepared a bit more.
Brother Chen, this is really too much. It's too extravagant. We don't deserve this.
What are you saying, madam? Your daughter is a fine young lady. For Ange to marry her is a blessing for our Chen family. These are all tokens of our sincerity. Please accept them with peace of mind.
Sister, you should accept them. This is the Chen family's true heart. What matters most is the children living well together. Nothing is more important than that. Quickly accept the marriage documents. Let's set the date.
Here are the marriage certificate, the birthday card, and the wild goose. Please accept them.
I was once from an official's family. I know the rules for bringing the betrothal gifts. Such generous gifts are far more than just a bit more. Clearly, this is the Chen family's wholehearted sincerity.
Hey, this is a good day.
Yes, a good day.
I think, let's set it for the 8th day of the 8th month.
All right, we'll do as you say.
Move over there. Everyone, behave. That day, in the courtyard, I saw you squatting on the ground, writing with a piece of charcoal. Thinking, you'd probably like this, I just went ahead and got it for you.
What is it? In my free time, I do enjoy writing, but now my nanny and I can barely afford food, let alone paper and ink, so I can only scribble on the ground, to ease my mind. I never thought he'd notice. Thank you.
I'm glad you like it. The whole way here, I was worrying that this paper might be too coarse, the ink stick not valuable enough, and you dislike it. It seems, I didn't buy the wrong thing. In the future, after we're married, as long as you're willing, you can write every day. Although this paper is a bit expensive, I'll save up more money and work hard to get you the best paper. Good.
If only you could have waited a bit longer. If only that Madame C had a bit of conscience and lent a helping hand. How could it have come to this? Forcing you to marry into this humble family and suffer such humiliation.
Nanny, now I'm no longer the young lady of the minister's mansion, just the disgraced daughter of a fallen official. Having a home to go to is already a blessing. The Chen family is giving me a proper sedan chair, having such wedding robes made, even specially preparing this gilded headdress. I know this is already very good. Before the veil covers my face, let me ask you one last time. About my past. Those 3 months in the brothel, those days when I had no choice, does the Chen family really know everything?
Don't worry, miss. I've long since explained this to Old Man Chen and Brother An. I didn't hide a single thing. I told them all about your hardships in the brothel, and how you had no choice. Not only did they not look down on you, they actually care for you even more. Brother An even said, from now on, he'll definitely protect you well, and never let you suffer any injustice again.
So he not only gave me dignity, but also his complete trust and acceptance.
Miss, the auspicious time has come. It's time for us to go.
In the days to come, I believe things will slowly get better.
Slow down, don't fall.
The auspicious hour is here. The bride enters the house. May you have a happy union for 100 years.
Congratulations to the Chen family on getting a daughter-in-law. Haha. Congrats to the Chen family on getting a bride.
Ha ha ha.
Hey, where's the bride?
Careful, walk slowly.
Oh my. So this is Chen An's new bride. Just look at her figure, she must be a delicate one. Don't hide her away. It's Chen An's big wedding day. Let us have a look at this new bride of yours. And see what a beauty she really is. Let everyone feast their eyes.
Uncles and elders, on this joyous occasion, a bit of merrymaking is fine, but don't forget your manners. My wife is shy and timid around strangers. Please show some respect. Keep your hands to yourselves. Hey, everyone, step back. Today is the day I, Chen An, am getting married. It's a day of celebration. Let's keep it auspicious. If anyone dares to frighten my wife, I, Chen An, will not let it go.
Stop acting all high and mighty, putting on such airs. She's just a cast-off from the brothels and pleasure houses. How dare she wear the red wedding dress? How dare she marry Chen An? What a joke.
Son, what on earth is going on? Is what he said true? You explain this to me. What kind of person have you married?
Could it be? Chen An never told his mother about my past in the brothels.
No. That's not it. What's really going on? Seems the Chen family didn't know either.
This bride came from a brothel. I say, Auntie Chen, you and Brother Chen might be desperate for a grandson, but you can't bring a woman from that sort of place into your home. If this gets out, where will the Chen family's reputation be?
Haha, exactly. Auntie Chen, with that kind of background, to put it mildly, her reputation is ruined. She's unclean. To put it bluntly, isn't it obvious she'll tarnish your family's name and cut off your family line?
Isn't that right? Coming from a brothel, what decent goods can you expect? She's nothing but someone who relies on having a vixen's pretty face to deceive our honest brother Anne. Who knows what wicked schemes she's plotting?
She really does have those vixen-like looks. No wonder she managed to fool the honest and simple Chen An. What a pity. She's unclean. No matter how pretty, it's useless.
Is it true?
My family fell from grace. I became the daughter of a disgraced official. I ended up in the brothels. None of this was by my choice. Is all of this my fault? Why are you treating me like this?
Shut your filthy mouth. How dare you bully my wife? I'll beat you to a pulp, you bastard. Let's see if you dare run your mouth again.
Have mercy, Master Chen. Spare me.
Well done, Honor. That was so satisfying. A man if he can't even protect his own wife, what kind of man is he? And just now, I wanted to ask what was going on. Today is your wedding day, a joyous occasion. How did you end up inviting nothing but these kinds of foul-mouthed, despicable people? Letting these outsiders come into our home and insult the bride? That is what truly sullies the Chen family name.
So, mother-in-law's shock and suspicion earlier. Was that what it meant?
You're right, mother. It was my fault for inviting the wrong people. I was wrong.
Let's go, let's go.
Ah Yao, now that you've crossed this threshold, and married into our Chen family, all those things from the past, all the grievances you suffered, all the hardships you endured, let them all vanish like smoke in the wind. From now on, no one is allowed to mention them. Starting today, you are our Chen family's proper and legitimate daughter-in-law. With an heir, your father, and me here, no one will dare utter another disrespectful word. No one will dare bully you ever again.
The second day after the wedding, I slept in until the sun was high in the sky. Oh no. I stayed up too late last night and overslept. Mother-in-law, Chen An. On my first day here, I've already overslept. I haven't even come to pay my respects. Please forgive me, mother-in.
Oh, child. Get up, get up. There's no need for such formalities. We're a farming family. We're not like those grand manors with all their rules, all those empty rituals and formalities. In life, what matters is being happy and comfortable. As long as you're feeling well, you can sleep as late as you want. No one will blame you. And no one would dare blame you. Yesterday was the big wedding. With the ceremony and entertaining all the guests, you must be exhausted. You must be hungry. Go on. I saved some breakfast for you this morning. It's fresh out of the pot, still warm. What's wrong? Ayao, is this simple fare not to your taste? Do you find it too plain? If the seasoning. Just wait a little longer. Anur and his father should be closing up their stall and coming home soon. When they get back, I'll make you a fresh bowl of homemade warm tofu pudding. We'll sprinkle some scallions on top, drizzle a bit of sesame oil. Now that's what I call flavorful.
Mother-in-law, no, I don't mind it. This is already more than good enough. It's far better than what I used to eat. Back in the brothel, there were days when we couldn't even get spoiled porridge. That was the norm back then.
I'm glad it suits your taste, Ayao. I was afraid you'd find this food too coarse. To think our on-heir could marry someone like you. That's the Chen family's blessing from 8 lifetimes of good karma. If it were in the past, that scoundrel of a son would never be worthy of someone of your status.
The past. I really don't dare to think about the past anymore.
Seal the mansion. Nobody move.
In the past. That life of a sheltered young lady from an official's household feels so distant to me now. Even though it looked glamorous back then. Thinking about it now, it's not as good as the solid reality of a solid steamed bun to fill my stomach. Please don't say that, mother-in-law, Chen An. He is a good man. He really is a good man. Yesterday, he was willing to stand up for me in front of everyone. All I feel for him is immense gratitude. But can that gratitude from yesterday really be considered love? Can it make two completely different people stick together for a lifetime? I don't know. But at the very least, here, I can have enough to eat and wear. The Ayao of the Xia family is no longer the one who was raised in the inner chambers. Those intangible, elusive things. I don't want them anymore. I have to live.
Ayao. You're up.
Oh my, it's so hot today. Come have some cool tea.
It's not a market day today. The streets are dead quiet. We sold out of tofu pudding early, but we've got so much plain tofu left over. No one wants it at all.
Sigh, it's like this again. In this sweltering heat, it'll turn sour by tomorrow.
Is this tofu pudding never selling out?
Well, not exactly. In the past, our tofu pudding and regular tofu were hot commodities. We'd sell out almost completely. We'd never have this much left over. It's just that, starting half a month ago, business just fell off a cliff. It's been getting worse and worse. It's all because of that new shop the Lee family opened in the west part of town. That family has no integrity. They're clearly targeting our business. They're dead set on taking our customers.
I see. Surviving in this marketplace is like walking on thin ice.
Don't just blame them for stealing business. The Lee family's tofu is priced very affordably. For the same money, you get half a block more. Common folks getting by day to day are always looking for a bargain. The customers naturally flock to their shop. They didn't even have to try to steal business.
Of course it's stealing. Our Chen family tofu shop has been in this town for over a decade. Our reputation is built on honesty. The soybeans we use every day are always the freshest, plumpest ones. Even though the ingredients cost more, the tofu we make is fragrant and silky smooth. It's a labor of love. Now take a look at that Lee family. Sure, it's cheap, but their tofu has no flavor. Get up close and smell it, and there's a slight musty odor from old beans. It's just that the customers don't know any better. Their palates aren't as discerning. They only care about saving a few pennies. Otherwise, the Lee family would never have stolen our business.
Don't mind that old stubborn mule. That's just how he is. Ayo, let's eat.
Such fine craftsmanship. Forced to feed it to the chickens just because of the price. What a terrible waste.
Our Chen family tofu shop has been open for over a decade. The tofu we make is fragrant and silky smooth. It's a labor of love. Ayao, what's wrong? Are you feeling unwell?
Chen, I have an idea. From now on, what if our Chen family tofu shop stops making tofu? What do you think?
Stop selling tofu. Ayao. You must be joking. This is our family's livelihood. No more tofu? Then, how are we supposed to live? Are we supposed to live on air? Father, from now on, our Chen family tofu shop. What if we stop making tofu? I think you've been idle these past few days, and your mind has wandered off in the streets. Don't you know your own place? You've only been married a few days, and you dare turn around and make decisions for your own father?
Old man, stop it. Talk it out properly. Why resort to violence? Old man.
Father-in-law, please, stop hitting him. The idea to stop selling tofu was actually mine.
Your idea?
Ayao, you're a good girl. But don't just say that because you feel sorry for Anna getting beaten, and take the blame on yourself to cover for his lie. Business matters are no joking matter.
Father-in-law, aunt, this plan truly was thought up by your daughter-in-law. It's not to cover for Anna. I was thinking, since the newly family tofu shop opened in town, whether our tofu is good or bad, half our business will be snatched away regardless. Since we're bound to lose either way, instead of stubbornly clinging on and waiting here, we might as well take the initiative and give up the tofu business.
Ayao. Our Chen family has relied on this tofu making skill to make a living for over a decade. If we stop making tofu, what else can this whole family do for a living to feed ourselves?
We don't have to make tofu. We can make douhua instead. I saw yesterday, most of the tofu in the steamer was left over, but all the douhua was sold out. This shows that in our customers' minds, our family's dohua is still highly regarded. So I was thinking, why don't we just sell dohua from now on, and simply stop selling tofu altogether?
Instead of selling a messy variety of things, it's better to master and sell one thing well. Ayaw. Is that what you mean?
Yes, mother understands perfectly.
That may be so, but dohua isn't without competition either. Just go outside and look. Aren't there plenty of dohua stalls in the city? Those are all run by widowed women trying to support their families, running them.
Father-in-law's concern is not without reason. That does sound unbelievable. The reason I know about it is because back at the minister's residence, in the small kitchen, there was a master chef from Jiangnan. The tofu pudding he made could be sweet, with osmanthus honey, or savory, with a fresh, spicy meat sauce. Both were exceptional.
If Ayao says it'll work, then it'll definitely work. She's read so many books, she knows more than we do. You should listen to her. You don't know squat. You're just blindly following along.
Ha ha ha, oh my. Look at Honor's silly face. Old man, your eyes are about to pop out.
The essence of savory tofu pudding lies entirely in that bowl of sauce. And the secret recipe is now only known to Nanny. Back at the minister's residence, when my stomach was upset and I had no appetite, I always craved something spicy and appetizing. Nanny, who doted on me, specially asked that master chef from Jiangnan to teach her the skill. Who would have thought that a little selfish desire back then would now become our livelihood? Even though Chen An had just wolfed down 4 whole bowls of rice at lunch, now, smelling this aroma, he couldn't help but swallow hard.
Look at your eyes. All right, stop staring. Go on, give it a try.
Back then, at our lowest point after leaving the brothel, Nanny and I secretly considered starting this tofu pudding business. But we were penniless, with no capital and nowhere to stay. We had to give up. Now, with the Chen family's good opportunity, she can finally put her skills to use. She must be overjoyed.
Hey.
Tofu pudding. Ha ha ha.
So we began selling savory tofu pudding. Although savory tofu pudding was something new, we kept the old sweet variety too. Chen En and I agreed we need to use the savory tofu pudding to make the Chen family name famous first. Once business is steady, we'll sell tofu again.
Do you think they can sell it?
My recipe is absolutely foolproof.
Grandma, Nanny, don't you worry. They'll definitely sell.
Ha ha ha, Mother Yao. We're back. Sold out, Yao. All sold out.
The tofu pudding sold out completely.
Yao, you missed the scene. Today, our tofu pudding was practically snatched up. The stall was mobbed as soon as we set up. Many came late and missed out. They kept asking, when we'll set up tomorrow. Miss Wang, today's booming business is all thanks to your sauce. You deserve the credit. The money we earn today, you should get half.
Brother, take it back. Yao came up with the idea. You did the heavy lifting. I just did a little work. Money isn't important. I'm staying here, not for anything else. I just hope Chen An will treat Yao sincerely in the future. That's all I want.
Auntie, don't worry. Chen An swears to heaven, I'll treat Yao well for life. I won't let her suffer any hardship.
Ha ha ha.
looking at Chen An's busy figure, and my father-in-law's unstoppable smile. I feel this simple, peaceful life seems pretty good. So, we sold salted tofu pudding for half a month. It sold out every single day. Father-in-law smiles all day now. At the dinner table, we gradually have more real meat dishes.
Miss Wang, is the heat right? Should I add more wood?
Strange. I used the same ingredients, but I tried a few times, and the flavor just isn't right. It lacks the freshness of yours.
And the nanny naturally stayed at the Chen house, because the secret of the salted tofu pudding is all in the sauce. And this sauce, only she knows how to make. My mother-in-law and Gongfu were eager, and secretly tried a few times, but they couldn't grasp the secret. They had to give up, so they let the nanny take charge of the kitchen.
Miss Wang, here's the earnings from half a month. We're a farming family, but we know gratitude. From now on, the money from selling tofu pudding, you'll get 30%.
Then, as you say, brother.
So Nanny threw herself into this business and became more dedicated than anyone else. Besides getting up early to simmer the sauce, during the day when she had free time, she'd find all sorts of ways to experiment with the leftover scraps. The leftover soybean pulp wasn't wasted either. Nanny turned it all into soybean pulp cakes. She'd give them to customers to try when selling tofu pudding. They weren't worth much, but in this world, no one can resist a freebie.
It's homemade, nothing special. Take some home to try.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I'll be back tomorrow.
No more soybean pulp?
Any more? Any more?
Hey. Ayao, the beans you got today are top-notch again. Sweet.
Father, mother, our little street stall isn't a long-term solution after all. Why don't we rent a proper shop on the street corner? A real shop to sell tofu pudding? Rent a shop.
Ayao, renting a shop is no joke.
Yes, our family has been hawking on the streets for over a decade. We never thought about renting a shop to make a living. What if we lose money?
Mom, Dad, this silver was only earned this past month thanks to Ayao's idea. In this life, if you always hide behind a carrying pole, you'll never amount to much. If you don't take a risk, how will you ever know if you win or lose?
Chen An is right. Money is meant to be risked. How else will we know what's waiting for us ahead? Gritting their teeth, the parents dug out from the bottom of the chest their carefully wrapped savings and the earnings from this past month. They scraped together every bit and went to the property agent. It was originally a small wine shop. The counter, wine racks, tables, chairs, and utensils were old but surprisingly complete. Tomorrow, a sign would be hung there.
We're finally open for business. My dumpling-loving family is craving your tofu pudding.
I was the first one here. Give me 5 bowls. 3 savory, 2 sweet.
Line up, one at a time.
Hey, don't push, we have plenty of both savory and sweet.
Come on, 2 bowls of savory. Come on.
The one who comes up with ideas doesn't have to do the hard work.
Line up. Everyone, squeeze to the front and get in line.
This is my tofu pudding shop. This is my home.
Ah, quick, this place is crowded and eyes are everywhere. What if we accidentally bump into Ayao? That wouldn't be good.
Alright, I'll take her back right now.
Hurry up and send Ayao back home.
Let's go, I'll take you. Ayao, let's not rush back home yet.
What can I get for you too?
This, Ayao, this color suits you. I'll buy you the best box.
Customer, you have a good eye. This box is this year's new color. It's called Peach Blossom Face. It best complements the young lady's complexion. Here you go.
Oh, Brother Chen, what brings you here today? 1 serving of freshly made osmanthus rice cake. And half a plump smoked chicken. I'll have a bit of that. Ayao. Don't be afraid when you're home alone. We'll be back later. If there's any emergency, come directly to the shop to find me. I've already fed the chickens and ducks at home. The water vat is also full. You rest well.
This Chenin, I don't know when again, behind my back, secretly bought these 4 treasures of the study.
Ayao. The life you're living now is actually like this? A life that can't be shown in public?
She's here.
Ayao. When I first heard you were still alive, I didn't believe it. Now that I see, the life you're living is actually like crawling in the gutter.
Crawling in the gutter. He's not wrong. Someone who crawled out of the brothel, of course, carries mud on them.
It's a waste that you were once a noble lady of the Liu family. How many noble sons in the capital pursued you? And now look, you've willingly degraded yourself, married to such a person who is covered in a commoner reeking of mud. Look at you, dressed like this, such coarse and ragged clothes, back in our mansion. Even the maids who sweep the floors would disdain them as inferior.
Dressed like what? It's just coarse cloth clothes, paired with a wooden hairpin. This outfit indeed doesn't match the former minister's daughter. To be worthy of the Liu family's Ayao today is more than enough. What else could I do if I don't marry Chen An? When our family fell into disgrace, father and my younger brother were exiled. You and mother used silver to flee to the capital and escape the disaster. And me? I was conscripted as a government courtesan. If not for my nanny spending her entire fortune, if not for Chen and taking me in, would I even be standing here in one piece today, talking to you? That's far from certain.
You make it sound so easy. You claim to be a noble lady from a great family, yet you ended up in those pleasure quarters, a place trampled by thousands, and you still had the will to cling to life? If it were me, I would have hung myself to preserve my honor long ago. Shouldn't you have died to prove your integrity?
Ending up in a brothel. Was that all my fault? If father hadn't secretly embezzled and bribed, how could the entire Liu family have been uprooted? He and mother could find someone's protection. Father could find another way out. But me? I was just supposed to stay in that filthy place and die to prove a point. So what? Elder sister, you went through the trouble to find this shabby courtyard today. Do you find my existence an eyesore?
The fact that you're still alive is just your own good fortune. Why would I dirty my own hands? To kill you? Mother sent me to find you. The Liu family affair has faded now. I am now the wife of the Prince of Jing'an's heir in the capital. If you're willing to return to the capital with me, I can offer you some protection. If she truly wanted to protect me, where was she 3 months ago outside the brothel gate? Mother is in the capital. She's found a good match for you. She's waiting for you to return and marry.
I'm already married.
Married? You mean that lowly peasant reeking of beans outside? Ayao, have you lost your mind? Do you really plan to spend your whole life with that peasant in this backwater? The match mother found for you in the capital is the legitimate son of the imperial censorate's advisor. You'd be the mistress of the household upon marriage, luxurious clothes and fine food. It's much better than suffering this inhuman treatment here. 100 times better.
I'm already married.
Fine. I'll come looking for you again in 3 days. Ayao, think it over carefully yourself. Don't seek your own doom.
Now, Madam and the eldest young lady have firmly established themselves in Jingdu. They wear silks and satins. They come and go from princely mansions and noble gates. Do you know all this?
During the day, my legitimate elder sister has already come in person.
Ah, now. The eldest young lady can marry into a noble family and become a consort, but you, young lady, are here. It's also my fault for being short-sighted in the past, rushing to seek stability. If back then, we could have gritted our teeth and endured a few more months. Now, young lady, you would surely have returned to the capital. And wealth, why would you have to suffer like this?
But in this world, where are 2 pieces of cured meat and a bag of rice? And where would I get a few months to endure? Wet nurse. The Chen family treats me very well.
Good is good, but that Chenan, after all, is an illiterate commoner from the marketplace, selling tofu pudding in this cramped room. Compared to your young lady, full of talent and grace, it's ultimately not a match.
Wet nurse, no need to say more. Now, this early to rise and late to bed, days with a roof over my head, in my view, are already very good. Even if I could really follow Daiji and marry to Jingdu, how, in those noble households, carrying the reputation of having once entered a brothel, would life necessarily be better than now?
But I heard that legitimate son of the Jianyi official's family is the most diligent and achieved scholarly honors at a young age. Young lady. Now, you and Chenan have been married for only a few months. If we can make a clean break.
No need to say more. It's Chenan. He's been hiding behind all along, listening to us talk. Since that late night, after the wooden door under the corridor creaked, for several days in a row, I've been sunk in depression, restless and uneasy. Chenan and my in-laws have all gone to the shop. So, I'm the only one left at home.
This kind of place is worthy of having this madam set foot in twice? Yao, my patience with you is wearing thin. Have you made up your mind yet? The 3-day grace period is up. Are you coming with me or not?
I made myself perfectly clear 3 days ago. I am a married woman now. What more is there to think about?
I see, you really are a loyal and devoted little sister. But you must understand, crushing a few insignificant ants in this world is the easiest thing in the world. If you truly cannot bear to part with that tofu-selling husband of yours, I have plenty of ways to turn you into a neat and tidy widow. That way, it would actually save you from a lot of burdens you can't take with you.
Is that so? Elder sister, although you are now the esteemed wife of the Marquis' heir, without the backing of your maternal family in the capital, ultimately, you have little real power or influence, do you? If a murder case were to erupt in this remote place, and it alarmed the authorities, do you think that Prince Jing'an's heir would risk his neck for you, a burden from a fallen family?
Shut your mouth, you insolent wretch. I truly misjudged you. I never expected you to be so ungrateful. Mother exhausted herself in the capital to secure this enviable marriage for you. And now you treat it with such contempt. Who does she have to answer to?
An enviable marriage, elder sister. Do you really think I don't know what you're both scheming? When the Liu family fell into disgrace, and I was conscripted as a courtesan and sent to the brothels, where were you then? Why didn't I see you going to any trouble to find me a good match back then? Now that the Liu family is out of danger, you suddenly remember me. After all, I spent over a decade in that great mansion, witnessing all sorts of shady dealings. Elder sister, do you really take me for a fool you can manipulate at will? No way.
What if your mother-in-law, who's desperate for a grandson, found out you're a barren woman? Do you think this family would still tolerate a?
Whether my wife can bear children or not is a private matter for the Chen family. What gives you, a foul-mouthed gossip, the right to stand here and criticize?
Yao is such a beauty. Just look at her face. She's clearly a child blessed with great fortune. Not like you, nasty and mean. You've got the look of misfortune written all over you. Even if my daughter-in-law hadn't given birth yet, a black-hearted wretch like you, even if you have had children, you'd probably be a jinx who brings doom to her husband and children. Why don't you take a look at yourself? Who gave you the nerve to come to the doorstep of the Chen family and insult my daughter-in-law? Even if the King of Heaven himself showed up, today, I will still teach you some manners.
Vermin. You're all vermin. What if all those lowlifes found out you're from Guling, that you've been defiled? Do you think anyone would still buy your tofu pudding?
Elder sister, this slap is from the Liu family ancestors. Now that the Liu family is gone, that thin blood tie between us is severed. Naturally, there's no need for this phony sisterly act. If you want to live your noblewoman's life in peace, I'll let you have it. But if you deliberately try to disrupt my peace, I have plenty of ways to return the favor. Elder sister, tell me, what if that high and mighty Prince Jing En's heir found out that his properly wedded wife once rolled in the hay with a poor scholar and carried on in secret? Would he still let you continue sitting in that seat of wealth and privilege? After this incident, elder sister truly acted as if she were dead. She never came to trouble me again.
Fifth, 50 taels.
50 taels a month.
Before, selling tofu from street to street, we made 5 taels a month at most. Now it's 10 times that.
Yao, this is all thanks to you.
Yes, yes. If you hadn't come up with the savory tofu pudding, we'd never be where we are today. Yao. What you said to that vicious woman today, was it true? Did you really send a letter to some shop in the capital? And they received it? Free. What if the messenger ran into trouble, or that place isn't reliable?
What do you think? There was no messenger, of course. Forget about whether there's even a shop in the capital willing to take such an incriminating letter. Just the travel expenses needed to send someone all the way to the capital. I don't have a single penny for that, but my elder sister, she's always been all show and no substance, simple-minded. So, a few vague but threatening words to play on her guilt are enough to fool her for life. After all, when people do something wrong, they're always extra guilty. Not to mention, my elder sister is now a high-ranking noblewoman in the prince's household. What she fears most is falling from grace, but these calculations and deceptions, I haven't told Chen An, I haven't told Nanny either. In the Chen family, I just want to live a quiet life.
Honor. Since Yao has made up her mind to stay and live with our Chen family, she's trusting us with her life. From now on, you must give it your all and treat her well. If I ever see you cause her the slightest bit of distress, I'll be the first one to make you pay.
Mother. I understand. But regarding the matter of heirs, please don't pressure Yao. If her family hadn't fallen on hard times, how could she have ended up like this? If that weren't the case, I wouldn't even be able to touch the hem of her garment. As things are now, I'm already very content.
But, you and Yao need to be closer. You're a newlywed couple. What's the meaning of sleeping in separate beds every day? You're such a blockhead. You don't know how to make Yao happy.
In the 3rd year of my marriage to Chen An, our second branch shop officially opened. Now the family is well off, and we've hired professional waitstaff. My in-laws no longer have to work themselves to the bone over a few bowls of tofu pudding.
I say, Auntie Chen, your Chen family business is really booming. The old shop is still keeping you busy, and now this second branch just opens up, just like that. How much silver are you making?
Isn't that right? We old neighbors are green with envy.
You can say that again. But most of the credit goes to my wonderful daughter-in-law. Our little Chen family with its small-time tofu shop could never have prospered like this without her.
I say, Mrs. Chen, your daughter-in-law is certainly capable, no doubt about it. And she's a real looker too. But it's been 3 years since the wedding, with no news. Still no grandson to carry on the family line, is there?
Even if the business grows huge, with no one to take it over later, it'll just end up benefiting someone else.
Ha ha ha, Mrs. Chen. If Anna really ends up without a son, why not adopt my boy to be Anna's son?
What kind of nonsense are you spouting, you old coot? Your son being Xiao An's son. That would mess up the whole family order.
What does that matter? With 2 big shops like this to inherit, forget being a son, I'd even be his grandson. Ha ha ha.
We appreciate your neighbor's kind thoughts. But regarding adoption, I'm afraid that won't be necessary. Dr. Zhang from the Huichun Hall just examined me. He says I'm already with child.
How? How is that possible? Didn't they say back in the pleasure house she was forced to drink sterility poison? That stuff is vicious. How could she still be able to conceive?
Yao? Is this really true?
Mother, how could it be false? Dr. Zhang from Huichun Hall is the most famous physician for 100 miles. He diagnosed it himself. How could it be false? Mother, you're going to be a grandmother. Our Chen family will have an heir. Excellent, excellent. Today brings double happiness to the Chen household. Free food. Anyone who comes for tofu pudding today, savory or sweet, it's all on the house. I, old man Chen, I'm treating the whole city to tofu pudding.
Look how happy you are. Hey, tell me honestly, do you want a daughter more or a son?
Why ask? Whether it's a sweet, considerate daughter or a son to carry on the name, our Chen family's little treasure, I've already thought of a nickname. We'll call them Ping'an.
Ping'an. Although the world has many wonders, that is indeed a name with excellent meaning.
Father, that won't do. Ping'an? Ping'an? That's the same as my name. How can a daughter have the same name as her father? In the future, if a Yao stands in the yard and calls out An, would she be calling him or calling me? It would be a total mess.
Aner does have a point. Son, if that's the case, why don't you go to the magistrate's office and change your name?